Okay, we are hunting for a real game of Magic after all of our bloopers. If this is a good game, I will slam it first and then you can watch the blooper games. So if you're seeing this first, congratulations, we found a good match. Alright, we'll keep this. Now, let's see what our opponent goes for. Yeah, so we've been met by a lot of people just immediately quitting or dropping out after one match. Particularly infuriated with a combo player that dropped out when he found out we had interaction to stop the instant kill of his combo. I'm like, dude, if you don't run protection for your combo, what the hell are you doing? Alright, our opponent, One Breeze One. There's probably some very clever pun name that I'm not aware of. Is potentially okay. The fact that they're blue-white untapped makes me want to drop a Voice of Resurgence immediately. Yes, so there's the consider. So they're either Jeskai Phoenix or they're straight blue-white. I'm imagining it's Jeskai Phoenix. Is it Charm is a good... That's true actually, so if you were to do a Jeskai, you get Is it Charm and the new Faithful Mending. So let's see what they do on their turn. They just shock kill it, okay. We get the 1/1 token. We have Crime Session if we want to grab a learn piece. What we're actually going to do, we're going to drop this land, we're going to attack. And in their end step, we'll try to Colligan's Command whatever they do. So if they tap out to like ramp out a Phoenix, we can kill the Phoenix, make them return the Voice of Resurgence. It's actually interesting though, if they are Phoenix. Oh, Jeskai Ascendancy. Right. Yeah, that changes some stuff. Okay. How does Jeskai Ascendancy go off in this? Oh. Okay, discard a card. So return voice, make them discard black, white, red. Strategic planning. So they don't have a mana dot currently. Niv Mizzet will be great in the future. So let's drop the voice immediately. Then we can drop the eye twitch. Yeah. That'll let us hit for free, and if they answer our creatures again, like a board wipe, provided it's not like a Anger of the Gods effect, we could be okay. Right. We should keep... Are they 4 color then? Are they running green for the Cyril and Caryatid? Because I used to run Caryatid when I played this combo when it first came out in Modern. Expressive Iteration. Oh, they could just be using it as an engine for the Phoenix because every spell then loots. That would be pretty smart. I'm speculating here. I'm speculating fairly heavily. Okay, they put Opt into the grave. So I'm seeing a lot of the Exile Mountain. We may have to just hold up Cram Session. We could also use Cram Session, find Reduced to Memory, Exile Jeskai Ascendancy. But I'm not entirely convinced that they're... Yeah, I think he's choosing again. Okay. Alright, let's shock in, go to combat. Attack. So this is for 6. That's good. Suggest we cram session here. Gain 4 life and learn. So we don't have the mana. We don't have the mana for the reduce. Alright, so what I think we do here is we bluff. So we take Introduction to Annihilation for the exile next turn and hold up a Vanishing Verse. Because if they're using the Stitcher, because I can't remember what set the Stitcher came out with, or if it's even legal in this format, to reanimate, we might be able to interrupt with a Vanishing Verse. Plus, if they tap out again, we have a Niv reload, so yeah. 3. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty good. Bedlam Reveler. Okay. Right. He's tapped out. Before this resolves, let's exile the monk. That way he can't make chump blockers. So he discards his hand and draws 3. I do not believe then he is. So now we can Introduction to Annihilation, kill this, swing through for lethal, Xaxes. We swing through for 6. Yep. Okay. I believe Unmoored can come in. They will be fairly good. Drowning Lock is also probably really good in this match. Clofis, Justice Strike. Oh, so many things that are good. Board Wipe. Do we take out the Clofis? Do we... Voice of Resurgence was good because it stopped him using his spell things. This can kill what we need it to kill. Colligan's Command does 2 damage. There's so much stuff here that's good. Okay, we're going to take out Valky. And we'll take out one of the Unmoored Ego. No, we'll take out one of the Colligan's Command. I think... I don't know. I don't know if we mulligan right, but thankfully we have a real game here. Our opponent actually stayed after sideboarding. I didn't get offended that we were using suboptimal cards. Okay, this is good because we can Clofis. Yeah, we'll keep this. So, is this Jeskai Ascendancy in Pioneer? How does... Okay. Right, so we have Sulphur Falls here that will come in untapped. So our best bet is something around tapped. We'll save on mana. So they went down to 6. Tap the turn. My guess is they bring in counter magic. Alright, so we play Sulphur Falls. And then we can Growth Spiral. Azorius Charm. What is this? Alright, passing. Let's try and bait them out with a Growth Spiral. No, nothing interesting. Okay. So, we will open with an Eye Twitch. Nothing happened. Okay. And let's shock in a Clophis. That should prompt a removal spell. Another Azorius Charm? Yeah. Why not Faithful Mending? I wonder. There's got to be a reason for that. Smoldering Egg. Whenever you cast it into a sorcery spell, then it only has 7 more counters on it, remove them and transform. Whenever you cast it into a sorcery spell, 2 damage to any target. Okay, yeah. That's cool. That's the card that I know a few people have been mad about in Standard. Strategic planning. I believe we shock in, go for a Niv. Yes, we have white there. So we should shock in this. Let's get rid of strategic planning and gain 2 life. So we could cram session, kill this, make a 3/2. Or we could get, I think we get Niv down. I think, no we don't. No cram session. Okay, black, green, white, blue, red. We'll drop in the Mizzet.
Reload!
He will find us, please. Alright, Tyrant Scorn is good. Bring to Light's good. Justice Strike is good. Yeah, every card we drew there is good. What do we cut out? Well, we're going to attack because I'm pretty sure he's not going to do anything here. We will. I think Voice of Resurgence. We're going to see what he does here. So we'd have to drop a land and play all spells to flip the egg. Alright, that's a good start. That's actually a really good start for him. But fortunately, we can Justice Strike if he flips it. We can Tyrant Scorn if he doesn't. We could... Well... Alright, here's a land. And he just plays the Monastery Mentor. Okay, so we can now completely nuke his board and pretty much have the best position here. So let's get rid of the iteration. Puts him down to 9. Wait. 7. Yeah. Actually, I don't think we need to. So if we go to combat and we attack... Then we Kolaghan's Command, deal 2 damage, discard a card. Black, red, 1. Yeah, we had Xaxes lethal with Clophis's burn. Alright, we finally got a real game. Okay, we will put this first in the video and then please enjoy the following matches here where we run into people who quit prematurely or just... you know, can't stand. Alright, thank you. Right, so my recording messed up for the first game, but I'm going to show it here because it was actually pretty good. Playing the Niv to Learn Urian deck here, and our opponent gets off to a slower start. We open with Triome, and originally they drop a Mana Dork, so I have a decision about whether or not to kill it. I ultimately decide to kill it next turn because I don't. I put more value on the Tyrant Scorn. If they drop a scary free drop, I could have killed it with Tyrant Scorn. So with this, I force a discard, make them kill their creature, and I ultimately just ramp. As you can see here, they go up to an Esker's Chariot. I decided to kill one of the tokens to prevent the creature going off, and then we have 5 mana, so we go for a Niv reload, and then our opponent concedes. So at this point I'm thinking, what is this deck? I'm thinking that is it Naya good stuff, Naya tokens? So we went into game 2 and I made no sideboard changes. As you see here, I kept a more questionable hand, but I keep it off the strength of eye twitch because I just love eye twitch at the moment. However, I realise after keeping it for the eye twitch that if they don't kill eye twitch, I can't get the mana for Growth Spiral or any of our blue spells, and that's ultimately what happens. They ramp to 6 mana and cast Tolvalar's Huntmaster, and I now concede. So this was like back and forth because this ultimately flipped into a huge thing, and they can fight and get through for damage. So I kept it off the strength of this, thinking Eye Twitch would die, and ultimately they just ramped into their huge creature. And at this point I'm thinking, what is this deck? Because I have no clue. But all will be remained clear in very close game 3. So we've had 2 games, one which super quick, my side, super quick their side, where we both ramped. And this leads us into game 3. Now, I keep this hand because we have all of our colours apart from green, and I know that we can cram session for a green as required. Which we do. We grab Environmental Sciences off the Learn, and they drop Archon of Emeria. So we grab our green source, even though we drew a Triome just to thin out our deck. Our opponent, the Archon of Emeria is very awkward for us because we can't bring to light. So we take out the Prosperous Innkeeper, and then we drown in the lock the other ramp spell. And I start to see more hate pieces here. Now we just have to visit and see what we get. Voice, Cram, and Growth, not the greatest, and we see what our opponent does. They take a lot of time thinking here, if I remember correctly, but thanks to replay we don't see it. And it's revealed this is Naya Winota. So I block the Rene because the Tolvar won't trigger. I play a Voice, and our opponent goes for the massive swing in, and we get incredibly lucky here because apart from hitting a Tolvar, they completely whiff. Well, they get Spellbinder, and in response I Growth Spiral, and we hit Supreme Verdict, which then gets exiled because of course it does. So we'll kill the Tolvar and block the other Tolvar, knowing that we have a board wipe in hand. We are banking on them not having protection here, but we go down to 2. So first things first, we board wipe, and this board wipe clears the board, and we get to cram session ourselves back up to 6, and we grab Mascot Exhibition. I particularly love this. They play Archon of Emeria, so we drop in Visit. We get a good draw with a ton of removal to deal with anything they want to play. They play another Elite Spellbinder, so we Vanishing Verse the Archon immediately. And they exile the Mascot Exhibition, which I find hilarious to me. A shock in to go for a Bring to Light to grab Valky, and our opponent concedes because at that point we're just going to run away with the match. So that was really good third game, very clutch. So we went ultimately down to 2, survived. We basically survived because one of the Winota triggers missed. Anyway, I really like this match, and also I just find it hilarious that they put more value on the Mascot Exhibition than like a Dreadball removal spell. They were like 7 mana mythic from Strixhaven, used primarily in draft. Gotta stop that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Alright, we would like to go first. We shall reveal Yorion. Let's hope that the lag issues we had have calmed down. No, we can't keep this. We can't cast a single thing. This is... I don't even know what this is. This is pretty good. We'll keep it. So if we keep the Triome, do we value Shipwrecked or... Alright, we value the fast land first, because if we manage to draw, and it actually kept my Yorion setting from the last game. I wonder if it keeps that for the deck or for the entire modo. So here's the deal, we can either rock out a... okay, we got red. And we have a red tapping on 1. That leads to aggro. Alright, we got aggro. So we're going to play tap lands here and not take any damage. Okay. I'm guessing he wanted to attack, not sacrifice. We can cram session here. Alright, we'll take the hit now, because if we take the hit now, we can go back up to 21 and grab the pest summoning here, because we've got all 5 colours, so we don't need a... Alright, pest summoning it is. We'll pass the turn. Keep Yorion there to remind us that we have a Yorion. I mean, I could go to Environmental Science for a bit more life gain and take a basic out of our deck. But if they are just red aggro, then dropping 2 pests that chump block and gain us life is going to be pretty big for us. Ooh, it's a big boy. Enters the battlefield, we discard a card. No, they discard a card. If that had been Design in Modern Horizons 2, that would have been we had to discard a card. Okay, there's a voice. What's good? So we'll play the Rock Valley, and then what we can do, black, black, green, we'll just throw some pests down to eat some burn and block. Then we can drop the Voice of Resurgence, because that's 2 more blockers. I can actually see, because the other session I played this game, someone mistook this for a life gain deck, and I can actually see it now. Incidentally, the only multicolored learn spell, well, it's actually a life gain spell. Weird that it was in Golgari. Although, I guess it was in Witherbloom, technically, and they were about life gain in that set, so yeah, it makes sense. Okay, they shock 1 of our pests, gains us a life. So technically 8 free damage. And Fanatical Firebrand, interesting. Okay, it's good for us. So we'll go down to 19. My word. I tell you what, when I was playing the Lutri deck against that Blue Moon Burn deck, which video comes out first? Yeah, this video comes out afterwards. I was missing life gain. I actually was wishing I had these lessons. Alright, let's see what you got. So provided we don't draw anything we want to cast this turn, what we'll do is we'll drop a tapped Hallowed Fountain and play a Voice, because Voice either eats 2 burn spells or 2 chump blocks. And the turn after that we can land the Bring to Light for Niv. Wandering Mind, actually. No, we'll hold back the Wandering Mind. So we'll just preserve our life total and be cautious here. What I mean by preserve the life total is if they're gonna drop something scary, I would rather we put a Voice of Resurgence down to block 2 creatures first. I keep forgetting the Voice is an elemental. Opponent is playing relatively slow, considering we just literally 5 minutes ago, before my reset of the MTGO, had the quickest match in history where an opponent appeared to quit out of disgust that we were playing suboptimal cards, in their opinion. I'm joking. I don't know if they did. They just kind of left the match. I suppose anything could have happened, and they didn't leave anything. I will block with the Voice here. Did not attack. Interesting. Do you have a free drop? Maybe a Thrashing Ferostodons? Whatever they're called. Oh. Ooh, Kari Zev. Remember when Ragavan wasn't unilaterally hated? Okay. Let's go black, red, green, blue, white. 5 color. Grab Nib Mizzet. We'll reload. If he allows us to, there we go. Reload.
Reload!
I won't try to do the sound effects. It's not that good. Okay. Where are we going? Do we get into the Bring to Light? Yeah, we get into the Bring to Light. Supreme Verdict, Vanishing Verse. Yeah, Vanishing. Excellent. Good 7 spread, 2 Wandering Minds to find more interaction. Vanishing Verse, we'll hold back for now. Once we drop, so next turn we definitely drop Triumph unless we draw a different land. Then I'm thinking that we drop, they have 2 cards in hand. Do we just Vanishing Verse, go for the aggression here? We could set up for the Tybalt. Let's see what they throw down first. Our opponent has a play, they're thinking about it now. Harsh Mentor. Okay. What is this? It's not burn per se. Okay. Karizev and you coming in. Creating the monkey. The monkey that wasn't actually that much of a pain. Oh, he's tapping for a red. Okay. We could kill Karizev here. If we kill that, we don't have to deal with. Look at that, the Ragavan before he became the menace. We don't have a way to gain. We actually have plenty of ways to. Alright, let's just make sure we don't take the 3 here. The 4, sorry. So we go down to 3. Exile Ragavan at the end of combat. Alright, our opponent's playing considerably slow for a red deck, but I'm not going to hold it against them. This is where we've practiced, so. I do want to play more leagues, it's just sitting down and having the time to play leagues. the only issue. Okay, they have nothing to play. They have 2 cards in hand. What are they doing? It's a funny story. Playing this learn deck because I eventually put sanity. Okay, so wait. If we play untapped land, what does that change? We have 6 mana. It doesn't actually change it. We could go 1-2, but we don't have another spell. So either way, we're casting 2 spells. I think our best bet is to just play the land tapped. Vanishing Verse. We're going to Vanishing Verse Kari Zev. White and black. Then we'll drop the Wandering Mind. That'll get us another spell. We'll get another Vanishing Verse. They appear to be purely mono red, so this seems to work pretty well. Okay, and then we'll attack here. We'll attack with both because if he wants to trade the Harsh Mentor, I'm okay with that. Because it gives us technically a free and losing with nothing on board. And we have another Voice of Resurgence in our hand. Excellent. So next turn, how much damage could we do? Potentially do 11 if we just literally just dropped creatures and everything got through unopposed. Blood Rage Brawler. Right. We're going to have 7, so I think what we're going to actually do is we're going to bring to light, grab Valky. And they shocked us to... Oh, they shocked their own... I think he's given up. Right. Okay. Into green, into black, into white, into blue. I think he wants to die, so I'm going to go for it. We'll just Valky, play Tybalt, plus Tybalt, and move this up. Alright, this time it's gone, so we will destroy blue and black. Even though we could have done any colour mana, because that's literally what Tybalt's thing does. Put you up there, put the stack a bit further down. Oh. Alright. This is for 11. We don't have free damage if he has some kind of... That's a vein in there. I think that was about Valky. Yep. Oh, does he want to land? Oh, and our opponent quits the entire lobby. I think this might be a video of just everyone getting mad and leaving for no reason. Okay, we'll try again. Alright, we're rolling off with the learning deck again. We seem to be having a bit of lag. That's alright, we'll just grab our Yorion. Double Clothis, single land, nothing else, so we'll ship that one off. Yeah. We'll keep this so I can put one of these lands away. Good. That's a stun. We'll start with Triome. You know what, we're going to pop out Yorion. I saw one of the content creators, I think Jim Davis, doing this, where he just popped out companion. But apparently, my deck has decided the lag is too strong. Hold on, I'm going to close some browsers that got open on the other window. Okay, now, I'll play this. I'm going to run out okay. We have Yorion, and we'll put him over here so that we know we have Yorion. It's a good little trick to remind you of the companion. Right. Layer of the Hydra. Alright, this could be Gru Aggro style deck. Alright, Stomps makes another one. We will trade here. How big is the Bone Crusher again? 3. It's fine with me. Play this Rockfall untapped. Then I think we're going to cram. Let's cram session, and we'll grab the Environmental Sciences just to guarantee another land drop. And we're having a lot of lag here. Oh, and our opponent just straight up leaves the entire game. Wishes us best of luck. Okay, well, we'll sort out this lag issue. We'll keep this game in for a laugh, because you probably didn't think it was a serious deck. Alright, so since I just have an entire video of failed, well, mostly failed matches where people conceded, I wanted to show this last match here and highlight something that very much frustrates me pertaining to this. So we play Yorion Learn deck here, and we have what can only be described as the floodiest flood draw of history in Game 1. Now our opponent is on Izzet, so I was thinking maybe it's Izzet Blitz kind of card, or maybe they're just waiting for a big haymaker bomb, or they're some kind of combo deck. It never occurred to me, so spoiler alert, this goes on for a pretty long match. I was thinking it was burn deck, so that's why I got the pest tokens. Our opponent then starts wheeling their hands, so I'm pretty sure they're looking for something. So I'm pretty sure they're going for, like, I thought it might be some kind of big dragon or extra turn thing. It wasn't sitting right with me. I should have known as soon as they started making treasure. So I put Yorion in hand because I just appear to draw nothing but lands. They pirate pillage, and looking back on it now, the signs are very clear as to what deck this is. It's very clearly an indomitable creativity. So he's literally just searching for the creativity at this point. Not much to say. He angers, so we don't get the learn trigger. We get another growth spiral, and this is where things get crazy. We draw Clothis, and spoiler alert, do you want to know what we draw for our next card? Right, he's making more treasure, drawing. Basically, he's just searching for his cards. And obviously using Valakut to Awakening to put the pieces back into the deck when he's drawing them. Yes, spoiler alert, we drew our second Clothis, so I drop Yorion here, and this is where we finally get to see our opponent's reveal of what they are. So drop Field's Ruin, and now they go for the Indomitable Creativity. They get Xenagos and Willspire Worm. That's 30 trample damage. We have no instant speed interaction. So you notice this game we drew no interaction. Partially on misplay for me. So here's going to be game 2. And you might notice that there's not a game 3. Now you might think that might be... and trust me, it's not for the reason you think. So we sideboard in the Mordigo, and we immediately hit it. So considering the flood situation, I was like, sure, I can hold on to this. we hit Vanishing Verse, which is absolutely perfect for dealing with the what you call it, the World Spire Worm. Now we tap out for Clothis because I know he can't creativity on 2 because he's got no artifacts to sack. We draw an Eye Twitch, so I take a turn off to Eye Twitch, hoping, because he very clearly needs 2 creativities to do it. Now he starts making his treasure. We start exiling his cards, gaining a bit of life. We just hit in with Eye Twitch. So we're doing 3 damage a turn currently with Clothis and Eye Twitch, while our opponent just ramps. So we go in. They use Fire of Prophecy, another good card to put their combo pieces back in their deck. We grab Environmental Science, and I use it to grab black. So I'm going to unmoored Ego on the next turn. That's my plan. They drop this and go for the Indomitable Creativity. Now they have 2 mana up, so I'm pretty sure they must have Counterspell here. No, we just exile the World Spire Worm. And immediately our opponent concedes from the entire match, under the premise that they cannot win because their whole deck is designed around these 2 cards, the World Spire Worm and the Xenagos. And if we answer one of them, because very clearly he's put it in there because, as you don't know, World Spire Worm, if it dies, create 3/3/3 with Trample. And if it goes to graveyard, shuffle it into its owner's library. So it's really clear that he is banking on the fact that even if we can kill it, he's going to be alright with it. And he quits the whole match saying that, oh, you have answers. And I'm just like, why are you running this deck? I'm going to have a little rant here. Yes, you have counterspells. You have Jawadi's Disruption. You have other ways of stopping this. The thing that's really infuriating about this is his idea that he's like, oh, if I get that down, I normally win. And I'm like, well, no, because there's Vanishing Verse, there's Instant Speed, Bounce, Petty Theft is one of the most paid cards. There's Unmoored Ego could have took out your Indomitable Creativity, and then you've got no way to cheat it into play. This is what I don't get. He's playing in tournament practice with a best of 3 deck, claiming that he doesn't have a backup plan. You can't tell me that you couldn't put some dragons or something stupid in the sideboard of Chandras, bring them in and have a backup plan to stay alive here. Like, this is infuriating. So these all happened in a similar set. So we had the Winota game, which was pretty cool, very close. Then we had an opponent leaving because Learn deck. He didn't want to play Bruise, he wanted to play pure tier 1 meta, even though he hadn't put that in the description of his game. We had the guy that quits straight out of the match because we gained life and he was an aggro deck. We had a gentleman, I think the red deck, that gave up and started killing himself for the lulz. And now we've had the combo deck with no backup plan that instantly folds to any form of interaction. It has not been a productive recording session, but I don't want to burn out on Pioneer because I still do really enjoy the format. So please enjoy this, essentially a blooper video for this one. Thank you.